Hello everyone, this is Kieran. You join me on my first ever multiplayer battle. This is the first time I've ever gone online and played a battle on any of the Total War games, and I decided to do it and bring it here. So I'd obviously done the tutorial phase of the avatar system on Shogun Total War, but this is something majorly new for me, something rather different, something to challenge myself and get out my norm in terms of gaming, and I just wanted to have a go and see how I do and have a little bit of fun. So this is my enemy, my online enemy, and he's deployed. All I can see is, because we've got this nice ridge here, is he's got 3 units of Yari Ashigari and obviously his avatar's bodyguard. I myself deployed with quite a large force of 5 units of Yari Arigashi. With this unit, I believe, is a veteran Yari Arigashi, and obviously then I also deployed with 3 bow Arigashi. I did actually thought I'd swap these out for both samurai, but nonetheless it's a range unit that I wanted to have in. I like to have a good balance of range units and a solid wall, really. Certainly on this, that's what I found early on in the early stages of this game anyway. And then I've got 2 light cavalry. A lot of people recommend Yari cavalry as they're a bit more versatile, a bit better, but I went with light just because of their cheapness in this mode and just for quick strikes, really. And then some units of sword attendants just to bolster my melee, and obviously my general. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to speed it up because my first aim was to try and get these units to capture this ridge, or at least get this line here behind the ridge and get these bowmen onto the ridge. Obviously I see he's obviously moving up, so he's got the same idea. He wants to grab this ridge because obviously it's going to protect him. It offers him certainly more protection. I initially move over this way to get close to the archery dojo. And there is also I think it's a workshop there, but we don't have any siege equipment, so that's pretty... Oh, is that something else? What does it give? Oh, it gives you better melee. I see he's getting a lot closer, so I speed my archers up. I'm not too worried about these if these get tired, because it isn't going to affect them as much. I may try and zoom in a little bit and get in a minute, but I'm having problems with lag for some reason at the minute on the system when I get too close. So I'm going to release this here, and we're going to see our first volley go up. Our rain of arrows come into the Yari Arigashi, and all I'm just trying to do is just weaken them off, obviously do as much damage as I can until I'm formed up here. They don't know what's behind this ridge themselves. I noticed obviously in the game itself as well that they're bringing some Yari cavalry up. I know I don't have to worry about them just yet, but I certainly have to be a bit ready for them, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to just get as many volleys off as I can, try and do as much damage as I can. Obviously they're not doing major damage, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to do more, probably more toward the position I'm shooting on. I didn't really get onto the ridge, so I didn't have direct shots. I noticed these are getting awfully close, so I fire a looser volley here quickly. They sprint, and I just want that volley gone, and then I pull everyone back to try and get these to encourage them into my wall. Unfortunately I dragged them a little too over, so I did lose some, and then my Yari Arigashi went into action as well. These are going to rout or break at least, but I send my light cavalry in to black them up. Oddly, my light cavalry is doing quite well, and with the units of Arigashi they really hold that line. I drop these back and then loose these arrows. These get the ridge, but now they're in a predicament where they're coming down and they're marching straight into a wall. So they've seen my full force at this point. I don't know theirs. I chase after these to break them and then decide to pull them back. So some units just get some friendly fire off, getting some fire off, and then I'm just going to allow them just basically to come onto these walls. I noticed then I pulled these back, but I didn't notice actually he'd had 4 more units of cavalry coming. I didn't know if he had any range units. I found it odd that he'd not deployed any range units, because he could have done some damage, especially with that ridge. Those range units on that ridge would have given them some crazy shots. But he didn't. He deployed all his cavalry towards me, and they're trying to break this line here. Unfortunately, I didn't swing round. I couldn't swing round. I had 2 spare Yari units here, but I'd left them in Yari wall, and apart from this one, I'd just redeployed it, and they were just moving too slow for my liking. In fact, they ended up marching pretty much into this cloud of Yari. So it wasn't great. It wasn't the best kind of tactics, but I eventually started to break them down and wear them down. The lack of range units on the enemy was kind of a surprise for me. I'm just going to get in, just nice close up, just for a little bit in the melee as these guys run. And that's it. I'm going to pull back out because I think it's probably going to lag the system a little too much. It doesn't seem to do it on computer battles, but on other battles it does. I notice then I'm chasing broken units, and they're obviously actually just pulling out to get more charges in, unfortunately. But I managed to get some spearmen in and give a slight protection. But these bowmen here, really, I've got them wide open for some reason, so they're going to take some real damage. Unfortunately, that's silly of me. I send these swordmen in as well, which probably not the best units to try and kill. But we've completely broken these at this point, so now it's just a point of just using my cavalry and my other units just to completely just mob their units. And they charge oddly against the spear wall of the Yari wall and just get mullered. We form up a little bit again, and I'm still wondering, has he got anything else in store? Has he got more? We've won this battle, but are we going to come over here and then get mullered basically? So I'm going to speed it up a little bit, obviously just till we redeploy, just to try and find out. He oddly didn't bring his general up, so a rookie mistake from him, really. He may not be a rookie, but a very rookie mistake, because obviously your general is going to inspire your units and you need him quite close. But I can just obviously loose arrows at him here, and I'm just trying to break him, and I'll just deploy this unit of Yari to go deal with him, and that's it really. Just that one unit, a nice litter of bodies just strewn across the battlefield. Great little first battle. I had the numbers advantage, which fair enough, you know. I deployed with quite a large army, and I'm quite happy to do that. I'd rather do that. We did lose the archery unit that ran here, but in taking the charge of the cavalry, I'm not surprised. So all in all, a lot of lessons to be learned from, to protect my flanks a little bit better from large cavalry charges, but really good, a decent little battle. I'm quite happy with how it went, you know. I got a win, which is just a bonus, but I had a lot of fun because it was late at night. My wife was sleeping and my little baby was sleeping, and I was just like, I'm just going to get this in as quick as I can. But I enjoyed it. It was a good little battle to have. So I'm probably going to release battles every so often, hopefully if the system's handling them. I am trying to send the videos to other areas, so obviously it doesn't clog the system up. It doesn't really suffer when I'm playing on offline battles as much as it does. But yeah, good unit here, got 128 kills, and I actually lost 2. So they did major damage, but they didn't take any to themselves, so that's probably a flanking unit. And then this Yari wall here as well. That won out pretty good and held strong, but obviously they took the brunt of the cavalry charges. He did some damage, killed 106 with his Yari cavalry. They did a lot of damage to my bows, but yeah, I'm surprised he didn't deploy with any range attack or bring his general up just for some sniping opportunities. But it is what it is. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with another battle probably next Wednesday again. It may probably be just Shogun for a little bit while, and then I'm probably going to try the the other game modes eventually, like Napoleon and Warhammer Total War. Total War Warhammer as well. Thank you for watching. Peace.